How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the channel Pete's Carport, and welcome to those of you who are new subscribers. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you click that link because this is going to be an amazing series. This is part 1 to building a custom r129 wide body. And I am so excited about this project, and I know a lot of you guys have been commenting on the hints that I've been putting out there. Maybe an engine swap, definitely a wide body. Where are we gonna go with this car? Well, today is part 1. We're gonna start off by working on our custom wide body kit. And it's gonna be a lot of work, but you're gonna see most of this done on this first video, but we gotta get started. Let's step inside and see what we're gonna be using to make this body kit. So laid out on this table is everything we're gonna be using for part 1 to this series. So let's go ahead and step forward and talk about it. Right here, I went ahead and ordered 1.5" spacers. So this is gonna allow us to set up the stance that we need. Now don't worry, we are going to be adding some really nice custom wheels down in the future, but right now we're gonna go ahead and use the ones that I have and probably do some customization of those. But we need to go ahead and space the wheels out so we have a better idea of the stance and what we need to do for offset for the future wheels. Over here, I've got a angle grinder, and that's going to allow us to cut out the wheel well if needed. Of course, we're going to have some tape, pencil to kind of plan everything out. This is where we get into our custom wide body kit. So what we have back here is a wide body kit designed for a W126 SEC or a 2-door coupe W126. That's going to be the basis for our body kit. Right here we've got some Fender flares that we're going to use over top of that and customize all of this. So a lot of this is going to have to be really cut. We're going to have to fill a lot, but I've already got everything laid out on one side of the car, and that's why there's only one Fender here. We're going to move through this quickly, but I'm going to fill you guys in exactly how I designed this, and we're going to look at it together and decide where we're going to go fully. So stay tuned. We're going to step right outside of the car now and get started. So let's talk about where we're at right now on this wide body build, what the next steps are going to be, and what this video is going to contain, and maybe what's on the next video. So right now I need to do the other side and get it to match up, since we've got kind of the sculpture of what we're going to be doing done on the driver's side. So I already went ahead and mocked up where we need to cut our 1.5 inches off of the fender. So that's going to be the first step. If you come over here, you guys saw we did quite a bit, but there's still a lot to do. So I've got everything mocked up the way I really want it to be, but I still need to trim a ton. So I've kind of went around and marked everything while it's still on here. Then I took the other fender, laid it out in here, and this is the piece that we cut off the front side from the other fender. So I'm going to use that as a template. We're not going to cut it yet. We're just going to mark it. We're going to lay it out on the car once we cut everything off. And if it's close enough and we feel like it's going to be a good spot, we'll cut it. Then we've got to make sure everything lines up just like the other side before we can continue on to sculpting everything. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So I'm going to speed through a lot of this second side really fast because you guys got to see all of that on the other side. And we're really just repeating a lot of the steps. So let me get set up and get started, and I'll be back to explain more. Okay guys, I feel like this is an excellent stopping point for me because I've got both of the sides mocked up, and I'm kind of leaving you guys wondering where it's going to go from here. But don't worry, it is going to look completely different starting on the next episode. I'm going to clip in parts of that next episode at the very end of this video, but let's talk about what we've done. So on this side here, there is no wheel spacer, and you guys saw me put an 1.5 inch wheel spacer on this side. My original thoughts were this wheel was going to line right up or close to where our fender is going to come to, and this is going to come out even a little bit further. You guys will see that on this next episode. So we need to find some much deeper rims, maybe even still use this spacer. If you guys have any ideas, I'd love to see what you guys are recommending for this build. Of course, you'll get a better idea as this comes together. But you can see we started on this side. We mocked everything up, measured everything the best we could, but it's really just eyeballing a lot of what we want it to come out to be. Then we've got to mirror that image kind of over here, and then that's when you really are measuring. You're measuring where maybe you put your screws, where your cuts are, you know, where this lines up, and the goal is to try to make it look identical to the other side. And I think we did a pretty good job. Now I'm going to tweak that once we pull these off. You guys can see I've taped along here on both sides. That's where I'm going to cut it across. Obviously we have where they cut the gas cap here, but we'll be able to fill that. So I'm going to show you guys a lot about how you can fix mistakes. I overcut here and also reshape everything and fiberglass. So you guys will see part of that here at the end of this video, and I'm really liking the way that this is coming out, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see the final outcome of this. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for joining me. You guys have an awesome day, blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.